Welcome back, everybody, to La Polina. Sammy Phillips joining you with one of my favorite people in the world, on the earth, in the galaxy, in the universe. It is Richie Castellano from World Famous Cigar Bar. Richie Castellano, the guy. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Sammy. I really appreciate it. That was some introduction, I tell you right now.
Well, it's true. It's real. See, all these people out here, Rich, they can smell the BS, so we've got to just keep it 100.
No, that's true. But, it comes from the heart, brother.
Here's what I can tell you. We made an incredibly special product for Richie, and it's really to commemorate our relationship in the time that we've spent in the mud in the premium cigar category together. And I can't think of a better person and a greater advocate that we've had for La Polina than you.
No, you know what, Sammy, I really appreciate it. And what's great is, I do have some private label cigars, but I don't look at this as a private label cigar. This is the creme of the creme. You went out and you're one of your limited cigars that you don't sell to everybody. You went out and you did a nice limited cigar just for me.
That's right.
And just for my business, which, I can't tell you, thank you enough, because this is really special.
It absolutely
It really is. We've been a big supporter of La Polina Cigars. La Polina Cigars makes awesome cigars, and I've seen your company grow. And with you and Clay and the way you've grown this business and just the quality of cigars that you guys come out with.
Thank you,
is incredible. And to do it with the Goldie, what can I say?
I mean, here's what I can tell you, is that this is an extremely special moment for myself. I know it is for Richie and his incredible team at all three of his locations. Even you, Paul, I love you too. But in saying that, Richie asked for something that was very unique. We tweaked the blend. He wanted something with a little bit more oomph. And I think that we've been able to do that. I think we really knocked it out of the park. And I think at this point, Rich, let's just open this bad baby up right over here.
Yeah, and I can tell you, Sammy, I can't stop smoking them. Like this right here is the same cigar. On my ride down here was like a 45-minute ride, and I said, what cigar am I going to smoke? I'm going to smoke the Goldie. And
the world famous Goldie.
Sam, look at the wrapper on that cigar. Look how beautiful that thing is.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I mean, it really is. And the presentation that you guys came up with, and to be honest with you, I can't take any credit for that, because you guys just basically did it and it came out beautiful. And I know that once this cigar is out, it's gonna go off the charts. And it's funny too, because we just got it in and my employee's like, holy crap, this cigar sell. I go, of course it's selling. It's like one of the best cigars we got in here. I mean, what are you kidding me? You can't get the Goldie as it is. And now it's our own special blend. Of course it's selling.
Damn right.
And you're not even going to have to say anything, because people are going to be calling up and going to go, do you have that Goldie that's made specially for you at the world famous cigar bar?
Rich, it was one of my favorite. Here you go, brother.
Thank you.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Or you're still smoking one, so you don't have to. But
put this down.
I want to smoke one.
Yeah.
I was having this conversation, and we were talking about, the uniqueness of our relationship, the uniqueness of Goldie. And I said, it's hard for me to verbalize why Goldie is what it is. Is it made in the United States of America? Yes. Is it made in Little Havana, Miami? Yes. Are the components exactly what we say they are? Yes, yes, and yes. And why do you demand that price for the cigar? And I tell everybody, I said, look, when you talk to people who've smoked Goldie or who have enjoyed Goldie, you're literally talking to the same people that have smoked an Opus X, that have smoked one of the top-notch, top-of-the-line Padron Anniversarios. I said, now I'm not going to tell people that this is the same cigar, it's on the same level as those cigars. You can say those things, but I tell you, I promise you, if you've smoked a Goldie and you're looking for the next level, you can get it. One place for a limited time, and that is from Richie Castellano at the world famous cigar bar.
Yeah, absolutely. And just, like I said, looking at this cigar, we've been in business now for over 26 years. And, it always seems like, for our 25th anniversary, there was the hurricane, so it kind of crushed us really big. So we, we've actually seen, and you've seen my business grow from just the very start, from when I started out in the cigar industry. And it kind of was like, and I always tell people, I got, when I first wanted to open up a cigar bar, I was looking at all different kinds of places, and I was like, I don't want the pretentious lounge. I want a place where it caters to everybody.
That's it, man.
Not just those particular people. So my clientele is everyone. It doesn't matter what you make. It doesn't matter what you do. It's all about coming to the world famous cigar bar, coming in there, enjoying a nice cigar, and having a great beverage. We have a full extensive liquor bar, and I want it to be like a mom and pop kind of like corner bar where everybody knows your name. It sounds kind of,
it's almost cheersy, but it's not.
Yeah, but it really is, because what the thing about this is it's a common denominator. People when smoke cigars, they start talking to people. They start chatting with everybody. So the guy that comes in there, next thing you know, he's got a buddy.
Yeah.
And his buddy he had just met, and now his buddy he's going out to the other cigar bars, the other world famous cigar bars. They're hanging out together, and they're just enjoying that.
Yeah.
And I don't even say anything to them.
Yeah.
They just take it upon themselves and enjoy, and that's what gets me happy. That's what makes me excited, is when I see somebody having a good time in my places, and they're sitting there, and they don't have the person sitting next to them going like this, with the cigar, and they can enjoy that cigar, and they can enjoy that liquor, and nobody bothers them.
Yeah.
It's the safe haven. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is, absolutely.
So it makes me happy when I see, when people go, and not to, toot the business's own horn, but we look at the reviews, and granted, you get a negative guy, but it's always like, well, it was smoky in there. Well, it's a cigar bar. They don't like to smoke. But for 99% of the time, it's people coming in there and they thank you.
Yeah.
They're like, thank you. For what? No, and I say, thank you for the business, and I appreciate you, And they go, for having a place for us to go and enjoy and not be bothered. And they do. And people come, we got guys that come and we laugh, because it's kind of like they pull their double shift. Guys retired, they come there in the day. Oh, I'll see you later on. They come back at night, and they kind of pull like a double shift, and they make a joke out of it.
They're working doubles.
And they want to come in, and because it's like their second home.
I love it.
And it's so, like I said, it makes me so happy. It really does. And that's the thing.
Richie, from the bottom of my heart, it makes me happy too. And I think, as I look at the camera, and I say this to you with all honesty, it's one of my favorite places to be in the country, because you do it the right way. And I know that's, there's a million different variables that you could say, well, what's the right way? The right way is to have people like you've employed, guys and gals that go into the humidor who know what they're talking about, because we have a responsibility to every person that walks into a world famous cigar bar, whether they're smoking cigars every day or whether they're the occasional cigar smoker, to put the right cigar in their hand. And sometimes they need guidance. It could be a Rocky Patel Vintage 1999 Connecticut. It could be an Alec Bradley. It could be an Arturo Fuente. You work with the greatest manufacturers in the world. And I know that anybody that I've ever talked to has spoken about your establishment, and you specifically as a business person and as a human being. And look, I not to get all, blah, blah, blah on you, but Rich, it's real. And I think what you've created is real. The music is on when it really needs to be on. It's not on all day. It's not on all... A lot of times people just want to sit in the cigar bar.
That's right.
Got a game on in the background. Got another people over here that, I don't know, they could be there for a bachelor party. Or they could be out just celebrating a deal that they closed. Or maybe somebody's going through a tough time. And you provide that atmosphere. And it's not just the beautiful stuff that you have on the walls and the way that you've designed it and the beautiful bar and the people who actually know what they're doing there. It's all of it. It's the energy. It's the guidance. It's, let me show you how to really cut a cigar. Let me show you how to really light a cigar. Let me give you the best possible experience that I can. And that is why, my brother, I think it's why you're so successful.
Well, Sammy, it goes back to your roots, too. when I first, I was always in the hospitality business, you know, and I don't mind saying, I was a bartender for 10 years. I went to college to become a bartender, and that's what I did. I learned the hospitality business, and I learned, you know, to treat people like you want to be treated. And everything from me comes from the heart, you know, it really does. And, you know, I give that blessing to my parents and stuff like that. You know, we grew up very, not, you know, it was blue collar and just kind of work.
Humble, yeah.
And I got to be honest with you, it wasn't easy. But you know what? I don't look at it like that because it was so much fun. Because I love what I'm doing. And that's what I always tell. I tell my kids every day, you know, I go, stop tracing the money. What you think, I want to make that. Do what you love.
That's it.
And the money will come.
That's it.
Because everything that you do that you love, you put work into. And I don't mind. I love it. And I got to tell you, I'm very, very blessed because I do have a great staff in all my locations. You know, we have people that are just, you know, retired people. We've got young people. We've got, you know, single moms. We've got, you know, the whole mixed bag we have. But they're all awesome people. And you know what? And they care about the business. And like you were saying too, your point was with the cigars. You know, that's why we have the selection that we have.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we just added this bad boy and this another, you know, the cherry on top to our humidors. You know, now when you're right, they come in, we have Opus X, we have Goldies, we have Padrones.
It's what it should be.
We have all the limited stuff that you can't go to Joe Schmo's tobacco shop and get the same thing. You know, the TAA cigars.
Yeah.
That I'm on the board for the TAA.
That was going to be the next thing I said.
Special cigars that are made just for us, you know? And I got to tell you, this industry is just a fun industry. It really is. And going through all these years of business, you know, getting to know and developing the relationships that I've had, and you guys being, you know, probably one of the closest relationships that I have, you know, it just makes things great, you know?
You know, Rich, when Paul and Jen Grow from Metro Cigars were looking to up their game and change their business, they came and they saw you. You're friends with John Aslan, you're friends with Abe DeBabner, you're friends with these beautiful human beings. And it was said to me a long time ago that whether you were on the manufacturing side of the business or whether you were on the retail side of the business, that everybody that plays in this big sandbox. And everybody's welcome in the sandbox. Now, if you're a jerk, you're just not invited in. Because the rest of us, we're all there playing in the sand.
Yeah.
You know, from Carlito and Liana Fuente,
right,
all the way down to Richie Castellano, Sammy Phillips, Rocky Patel, blah, blah, blah. It goes on. John Huber, Mike Condor. I mean, we are surrounded by amazing people. And I think that, you know, one of my great mentors, you know, Alan and Ralph just sold their business, God bless them, for an incredible amount of money. But Ralph had always said to me, when you were bitten by that tobacco beetle, there's no way out. And I think it's the same because I was born and raised in the hospitality business too. You know that. I was slinging slaw at 3 years old.
Yeah.
Slinging coleslaw, boom, 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 on the weekends for my dad. And so you and I have this different level of connection. And obviously, I mean, I loved your father. Sal was just one of the most amazing human beings that I've ever come across. So happy and beautiful. I remember when you made the first private label cigar for him. But yeah, man, I think that, you know, what you in your position in this business, I think is amazing. And I talk about, and I always tell everybody, I'm a cigar smoker long before I'm a cigar maker. And I think that I look at gentlemen like yourself, and it's an aspiration, Rich. It really is. Rocky told me many, many times, he said, we got it all wrong. I'm like, what are you talking about? The flying, the this, that's how you built your business. He goes, I'm going to tell you who's got it right. And it's Richie Castellano from the world famous cigar bar. And he would give very personal reasons that I won't mention here. But the way you wake up in the morning, what your morning routine is, what your afternoon routine is, what your evening routine is. And I got to tell you, as important as your businesses are, I know how much more important your girls and Trace.
Oh, family.
And family.
And that's the big thing, you know, even in this business, it's family. Yeah, I look at you guys as family. You know, when they say that, you know, it really is truly family. You know, you guys go over and above what you can do. But the same thing with myself too. You know, I try to, you know, you take care of me, I take care of you. And that's the way it works. And it's really simple. You know, it's not, And you know what I say by that. It's just supporting. But on the other hand, it's a kick-ass product. So why not support it?
Sure.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's like when you smoke a La Polina cigar, it's a fucking no-brainer to sell that cigar and to smoke that cigar and to introduce your customers to that cigar. It really is.
I got to tell you, Rich, I tell the team all the time, and I speak to other retailers, and I say, listen, at the end of the day, that cigar, you take the band off the cigar, that cigar has to do its job. And I think it's a testament to where La Polina is today.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk into the world famous cigar bar, and every freaking cigar in that humidor, I mean, you said fuck, so let's just say every fucking cigar in that humidor, Richie, every single one that you pick up is going to be top notch. I don't care if the cigar is $7.
Correct.
Or if it's $55 or $100. It's going to be a top notch cigar.
So they're all great cigars.
They are.
And it doesn't matter what the price is. It doesn't matter. It's all about what they like. And that's what we always say. What's your favorite cigar? It's the cigar that you enjoy. It's the cigar that you like. That's your favorite cigar.
That's right.
It's that you know, and that's why we have the selection that we do. And I am sporting your Kill Bill shoes right here, which are awesome. So any
Thanks,
like sneakerheads, you know, yeah, everything has a price tag. So, but yeah, that's and this is my favorite hat. I love the Kill Bill hat. I'm a hat guy and sneakerhead. So
My brother.
So I love it. But yeah, no, I'm stoked, man. I'm just ready to rock and roll, and hearing my staff, which they don't really understand, you know, and I'm making them understand how important this cigar is and how important it is to the business.
Yeah.
You know, speaking to Patrick from Half Wheel, awesome guy.
He's a fantastic guy.
He really is.
He is.
And if he sees this before I send it to him, but I am going to send Patrick a box of these.
That's very nice.
Because he's just a great human being. And
He's a baseball announcer.
oh, really?
Yeah, this is like, I don't know what his official position is over there, but he's a baseball announcer.
Oh.
And the last time we talked, he was doing a voiceover. You know, he's a real bright guy. He's a really nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I like him. I like him a lot. I think he's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
But I'll tell you, you know, this cigar, Richie is gracefully putting into the market. He's not upcharging anybody. It is the same price point that you would buy another Goldie for. We made 150 boxes of these cigars for Richie, exactly the way that he wanted them. And I'll say this, we've only made one other private Goldie ever, and that was for Rocky and Nish and the rest of the people over at Burn, which we know how I know the guy that actually found that location. I mean, you were the original partner with Rocky's
Yes.
one partner at Burn, and
Yes.
you know, that was amazing. It is amazing to see what he has done and to see what you continue to do. But this is the second time we've ever made this cigar privately. And Richie had some requests, and we met those requests. So I highly encourage you to pick this up. I think it's very, very special. And I think if you head on over to the world famous cigar bar, anytime you're in South Florida, make sure you stop in. I don't care if you show up there when they first open. You're going to get it. You're going to get everything that Rich and I have talked about today.
Absolutely. And you know what, Sammy, I did tell my staff too, I said that we are going to be getting a lot of calls and we will ship. We don't have an online presence, but we will ship the cigars to them. My downtown Fort Myers location, and that's 239-337-4662. And that's in downtown Fort Myers. It's on 1502 Henry Street in Fort Myers, Florida.
I'll tell you, I'm so excited to have Richie down here because, like he had said, he's very, very busy. And we're all very, very busy. But I think it's very important when you have a moment like this, when we've been able to create this. We've been working on this for 2 years. I'm looking at you right in the camera for 2 years. And we had to get it right. And there was no way that we were going to let Richie Castellano down. Not now and not ever.
And you guys haven't. I mean, it's funny when I did. Oh, we got it. I'm like, all right, awesome. You know, bring it over. So, but no,
yeah.
we've had it. We've already had a great response, Sammy.
Excellent.
You know, and I know just to smoke this cigar, and I love the ring gauge that you guys did on it. You know, it's for that guy who's really the traditional cigar smoker.
Absolutely.
Who's gonna love it. You know, and it's something that, you know, I gotta be honest with you. I probably smoked like 2 boxes already myself.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
Rich,
so-
my man. I love it, brother.
Yeah, it's pretty special. So
Well, I'll tell you, you know, our relationship is very special. The time we've been able to spend together is very special. And thank you for allowing us to create this for you, because I don't, you know, Rich, I don't know that there's a lot of people who know how to do it the right way. And
Thank you.
you are one of those people.
Thank you. I
And we
appreciate
feel
that.
incredibly blessed to have you in our life and to have the support of somebody who runs their business the way that you
Appreciate
run your
it.
business.
I love you guys, and like I said, I appreciate everything you guys do.
We love you too. Everybody, the guy, the man, the myth, the legend, right here on the right-hand side of me, Richie Castellano, the world-famous cigar bar. We're going to put the number right here. Again, do not wait on this cigar. I'm telling you, do not wait. Call up the world-famous cigar bar. Secure yours today before they're all gone or Richie smokes them all.
Yeah, exactly. They're only 10-count boxes, guys, so pick them up real quick.
Let's do it. Rich, thanks for joining us
Thank
again
you.
here on the La Polina Hour. And you're the best. We love you, man.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.